What's up guys, Gadget Man here with a review of the Apple iPod Touch 5th generation. I know a few of you guys have been asking for me to put this up, and it has been a couple of weeks. I have been sick for a couple of weeks and so forth. But here you go guys, I have my review up now and let's go check it out. Alright, so what we have in the box is of course the iPod Touch. On the side we have the iPod Touch logo. On the top we have the Apple logo, and on the side we have iPod Touch. So let's go ahead and see what's inside the box. So you open it from the bottom, you take this out. Now the thing with this is that when you open up the iPod Touch, you actually have to bend the piece of plastic to get the iPod Touch out. So let's go ahead and see what's in this box. We have a hello, manual, or a quick start guide, and some Apple stickers. Let's put that aside. And if we go into here, you can see that we have our Apple Earpods, of course. And inside we would have the lightning connector, which is wrapped around in this, and the iPod Touch loop, which goes in here. And here's the iPod Touch loop. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Earpods. The way they take out the Earpods from the iPod Touch is there's a little tab right here. You open that up and you unwrap the Earpods. Now the thing with the Earpods inside this iPod Touch is that they do not come with a remote and microphone. That is specifically for the iPhone. If you want that, then you'll have to spend an extra $3 to get one for yourself. So you can see that, of course you probably already know about the Apple Earpods. They are very good quality. They're kind of an odd shape, but they have some very good sound. The thing about these Earpods though is that they do get really dirty since they're white, and if you have them in a bag or a backpack or something, they will get dirty along the cord. But overall I think these are very, very well designed and built. Now first off, let's go over the specs on this iPod Touch. This iPod Touch is running Apple's dual-core A5 chip. It also has 512 megabytes of RAM, and it includes Bluetooth 4.0, and in terms of Wi-Fi you get 802.11a, B, G, and N Wi-Fi, and you can have that up to 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. It has Nike Plus built in. For the display, you have a 4-inch Retina display with the pixel resolution at 1136 by 640. That's 326 ppi. It weighs only 3.1 ounces. That's 88 grams. So it's very, very, very light. It feels like a credit card in my pocket. I'll talk about more of that in the design. Now the display's quality is just like the iPhone 5s. They have matched the display technology on both of them, and this iPod, just the contrast ratio and the amount of color saturation is just amazing on this device. Now that's it for the specs. Let's talk about the design. Now, in terms of the design on this iPod Touch, you can see that it's pretty unique. There's nothing other like it, and it's very different from the 4th generation iPod Touch. And the first impression that everybody has with this is that, oh my gosh, it is so thin and so light. It's so thin, it's only 0.24 inches thin. That's 6.1 millimeters thin. So like it feels like a credit card in my pocket. And it's very, very, very light. It weighs 88 grams. So it feels like nothing in your pocket. If we take a look at the back, you have the 5 megapixel iSight camera, along with the microphone and the flash. Here we have the place where the radio chips are, so that they can go through without having to force through the metal. We have iPod right there, some stuff. And we have the iPod Touch loop, which you just press the button. When you press the button out, the loop comes out, or the button comes out. You take the iPod Touch loop and you just put it on like that, and it's secure. On the front we have a home button that's always been there, and we have the FaceTime HD camera. On the left hand side we have a volume rocker, and that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot. On the bottom we have speakers. They're not that good of a quality, but they get the job done. We have the new lightning connector and the 3.5mm headphone jack. And on the top we have the sleep wake button. Now let's talk about the performance on this iPod Touch. I got a Geekbench score of 632, which is fairly decent. Of course, it has the dual core A5 chip, which the previous iPod Touch had the single core A4 chip. Let's go ahead and test the game, Asphalt 7, and see how it performs. And you can see that the graphics are, oops, I'm going the wrong way. The graphics are fairly neat on this, and when I put on like some really graphic intense games, it did lag a little bit. But the A5 chip seems to get the job done. Yeah, so you can see that the graphics are fairly smooth. The feet per second or frames per second is great. And I suck at racing while filming. But that's basically it for the performance. Now let's talk about the OS on this iPod. Of course, everyone knows about iOS and how it works and everything, and so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Of course, it's just very basic, not much to say about it. But one thing to comment about this, I would really like to see Apple go out of its comfort zone, you know, and really make a big change on iOS. You know, probably like add widgets or let developers put in their customizations and stuff. You know, it is a very fast OS, and everything gets the job done. I don't use Siri that much, but I do play around with it every once in a while. And I like the camera app. The camera is very zippy. You can see it launches very well, and it does get the job done when you're trying to get a quick photo of your child or something. And that's the OS. Not much to say about it. So there you go, guys. That wraps up my review of the Apple iPod Touch 5th generation. Thank you so much for watching, and please go ahead and hit that like button, and please comment and tell me what you thought, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for some more awesome reviews coming up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.